Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. And off we go from the desert. Good coverage by the kick team. Force him to start out back at the 23-yard line. The #1 overall pick coming off the historic season in Bloomington, winning the Heisman Trophy, and Fernando Mendoza leading the Indiana Hoosiers to a national title. Now he leads the Raiders.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you can really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Defense on 1st and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Mayer. So now they'll pitch it out here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
To throw on 2nd down, it is Mendoza. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. He somehow managed to get rid of that one before the sack. Incomplete, and sets up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. One of the elder statesmen at the quarterback position, Matthew Stafford, year 18 in the league. 6 of those with the Rams, of course, the Super Bowl title, MVP a season ago, as he had more yards and touchdowns than anyone else in the league.
You know, Mike, at this level, you just very rarely see the type of performance we did last week, where just one player is so much better than everyone else on the field. I mean, yes, he throws for all those touchdowns, but then at the same time, he's able to protect the ball. I mean, he is just operating at a completely different level, and I'm not sure what he has in store today, but I'm certainly excited to see.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, L.A. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 34-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards.
Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bonding his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. That catch number 40 on the season for him. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Stafford. Puka Nakua in the end zone for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too. but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, here's Mendoza. That's left side to Tucker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Mendoza. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Raider first down.
They'll run the draw with Genty. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's Mendoza. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. On the handoff, this is Genty. They had that play dialed up defensively. Stopped them in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They run over center with Williams. They'll bring this up to the 22. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. We are through 1. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. He's trying to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A shotgun snap to Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. They're going to go. It's Stafford. And he's going to have the Rams first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
There in coverage.
Here's Stafford. He'll complete it to Adams. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Stafford now to throw on 1st down. This one grabbed by Nakua. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Here's Stafford. Trying to escape. He cannot. Taken down back at the 16. The Michigan man, Whitty Hay, in there to drop one. That's a huge loss on 1st and goal. Stafford now on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0.
Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Sunday number 7 of the NFL season in full flow. It continues tonight with 2 recent Super Bowl teams. A couple of teams that know what banners are all about. The reigning champions, Seattle Seahawks, at Lumen Field, hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. That's a beauty. And Monday night delivers as well. The traditional rivalry of the Cowboys making their annual visit to South Philly to take on the Eagles. Now he'll run it.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. They'll take this in back at the 16. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. He's putting together a very strong 1st half of the season. Currently the NFL leader. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Nakobe Dean getting in there to bring him down. His 1st sack of the season.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
It just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the 1st half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
Crazy. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
By Jeremy Chin. A gain of 4 yards. And the Rams first down.
Now Stafford. That one taken in with one hand. Stafford, so good in these situations, trying to get his guys to the line.
The 36-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Back to throw. Stafford. That's to Higbee, the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case,
they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. Inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown.
this was just a disaster from start to finish. I mean, he's retreating, he's trying to get away from the rush, but going backwards doesn't often make things better. He's hit, stripped, and defense does a nice job securing the ball and taking it back for a touchdown.
We'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw right side, taken in by Mumfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now the timeout Rams, that's number 2. Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He hoped to get it to Puka Nacua that time. It'll be 2nd down. Stafford to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. That one is good. And the Rams going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Glendale, the Cardinals at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's the veteran Evan Engram. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Broncos win their 2nd straight as they get the victory here. Next up, let's check in on the Patriots and Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's Kayshon Boutte, one of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Patriots took care of business. They win it by 5. Lastly, let's check out our impact player from Week 7. Hope you have him in your fantasy lineup because it's this man. And this is Garrett Wilson. They put a lot of trust in him, and it's well placed. This, one of 3 touchdowns for him in the game. The Jets are going to wind up winning by 17. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. And he's been the go-to guy in this offense for the first half of the season. You can see it there. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Corum. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 3rd and 2. Here we go. He'll try and run it here with Corum. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Rams first down.
Stafford now. He'll find his tight end. That's Higbee. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
2nd down, it's Stafford. This is caught 2 to the goal line and in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, L.A. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Rams up their lead. It's now 24-7.
Raiders 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Ashton Genty and this Raiders offense coming back out for their next turn with the ball. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in, that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Man in motion here is Tucker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Mendoza. He's got his receiver, and that's Jack Pass. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard.
37-yard line.
Fake to Genti, and now Mendoza. He'll air it out down the middle. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on
second
the
down,
pickup.
8 yards to go.
Second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. A dive, but he let him too much. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First down, Rams.
On first down, it is Williams. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Now it's over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Raiders has got it. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown.
This is great teach tape for all the young quarterbacks out there. When you are in the pocket, you need to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. You see guys, they're moving, they're scrambling, their eyes are downfield, and they lose track of the rush. You have to assume the defenders are going to attack the ball any chance they can. Secure it, 2 hands. Even if you take a sack, nothing is more important than the ball.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Rams offense ready to take over once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They ran out to the early lead, but had some missteps of late as evidence there. Going to turn the momentum around as they begin again. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
A first down throw for Stafford. That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake. Now Mendoza. To the left side, into the hands of Beck.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's caught left side by Bowers. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Genti. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
18-yard line.
Second down, they need 2 yards.
Brings up second and 2.
Out of the gun, Mendoza. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genti. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. In motion, Besh. Here's Genti. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast. Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down.
An 18-yard attempt.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Rams offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he is not going to get away. That one thrown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Stafford now on 2nd down. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Throwing again is Stafford. Over the middle, and that's to Mumpfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. 4th down, Stafford. That's taken in, and he's got the 1st down. Well done there as they pick up a 4th and 5.
First down.
Now it's Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. This one batted away. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. On the give, it's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. So on is the kicker, Harrison Nevis, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
And that could prove to be a big one, because if he misses, it's still a 1-possession game. Instead, he steps up, he nails it, and their chances of winning just took a big jump.
On the return, here comes Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Look at the Raiders headman, Clint Kubiak. His offense getting set to take over yet again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Mendoza. He'll get this off to Genti. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Receiver in motion. Going right. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Mendoza. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by Bowers. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. They come up for 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd
Again,
and 2.
Mendoza. He takes off. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Raider 1st down.
Shotgun snap for Mendoza. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. On 2nd down, here's Mendoza. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
To go.
Looking to throw is Mendoza. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right. And this call will stand. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again, it's Mendoza. He's got it inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the Raider 1st down.
Here again, Mendoza. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Mendoza to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen to Genti. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
Raiders 24.
A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. Rams able to pounce on it, and that should be enough for the victory. It's a foot race, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Raiders 24.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So Fernando Mendoza and the Raiders down by 10. A little over 30 seconds remain. 1st and 10. And here's Mendoza. He'll find Kenty out of the backfield. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Here's 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Mendoza. He'll go up top with this one. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. 3rd and 2. Mendoza. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. Just as importantly, stop the clock.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Mendoza. Oh, the one thing you can't have there. He is sacked, and the clock runs.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 45-yard
So it's a
line.
win for the visiting Rams. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL.